Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to feature my bag that I had made. I had it made because I fell in love with this bag and I wanted some modifications. And so I don't know if you know the brand, the name Agnes Baddoo, but she makes these bags and they're made in LA. She makes them by hand, and there's like different colors, and there's a color even lighter than this. It's called Veggie Tan. Anyway, this is it's the size. Okay, so let's talk about the size. Now, there was a small size and a large size, and I loved the large size, her large size, but the problem was that the handles were too short. And I like tote bags. I need a tote bag, but I needed to go over my shoulder. And that one you had to carry like this. And for me, it's just not possible. I need to have like both hands available to do whatever. So there is a Artisan, and I will link her Instagram in the description box, and she's a local artisan. She has been doing this for over 40 years with her husband. Her husband unfortunately is no longer with her, and so she continues to do this. Now, her style of bag making is, because I don't personally like it, but it sells, and so she does this. But I asked her to make this bag, and she was so excited. She's like, I feel like I'm living again, breathing again, because back in the 80s she had a store with her husband, and she would make these type of bags. Like, you know, back in the 80s and 90s, that was the top of their business. Now she does work, but it's always like the same things, and so I'm like, hold on, I have something for you. She did this to perfection. Now, I chose to do this in between the small one and the big one. This is just a little smaller, exactly the same. The front pocket, this is leather, as you can see. It still has it's still a little bit rigid because it's, you know, genuine leather. This is how it looks inside with the stitching, and she did put her little mark. Kekko was her husband's name. It has a horse and stuff. You can barely see it. Because I asked her to put it on the back, but she said no, and it's fine. I love it, and I am just so content. Now, pricing. The Agnes Baddoo, this big one, is about $900. There are some that are less, but they're like anywhere from $700 to $900. I paid this, made for me with the lengths that I wanted to, with everything that I wanted to, 400 euros. Now, this is gonna last me a lifetime, of course. And that's what I want. I want a bag that you know, wears itself, and you see how the bag is lived in, and then it becomes like very personal. Same thing with an agenda. I might ask her to do a wallet to go with this bag, and maybe, I don't use many agendas anymore, but yeah, maybe an agenda cover. I don't know, but I'll see. The next thing I'll ask her to do is a wallet. I don't need a pouch because I have an organizer. This is very easy. Oh, and I have my little bunny here that my friend Sarah gave me because she wears one in her purse also, and I also put it in, and it's probably a keychain. Yeah, so definitely stays in here. It's really nice to look at also. So thank you, Sarah. And as soon as I got my bag, I put it in, and it's gonna stay in. And I just, you know, making your own bags has always been something that I've thought about, because my grandmother has always in the past made her own, had someone make, like a jeweler, make her own jewelry and also her bags. Let me just show you her bag that she had made. So this is the bag she had made. This is also leather. And can I just say that, I mean, the elegance of this bag. I know Gucci, she got inspired with her jewelry and with her bags from high fashion, like back in the, I don't know, 50s or 60s or 70s. This probably was inspired by Gucci. Actually, I never looked at what it says here, the horse. Nicolette, I don't know, Nicolette must have been the designer. So they each have their, you know, stamp. So Nicolette is, you know, somebody was her bag maker, and it does have an inside pocket, and it's very, very well made. This probably is, I don't know, 60 years old. So, but I can't put it on my shoulder. So it's, you know, a bag that I have to hold like this, and it becomes very, very heavy. So anyway, this, to make a long story short, my grandmother did this all the time with her clothes, with her bags, and her jewelry. So I said to myself, well, I'm gonna start doing that also. You know, you have to find the right person, and I have. So if you plan on making bags, she is available, and her craftsmanship is perfection. And you can, you know, ask her whatever you want. She was very fast in doing this because, well, for a number of reasons, but it took her about a week to do this. But she worked night and day, because I was like, I want it. So she really did work night and day. Obviously, you know, now that it's the summertime, things are a little bit slower. But yeah, I think I've made the perfect choice with this bag. I love the model. I also love Agnes Baddoo. Don't get me wrong. I just love the whole style. I thank her, and I'm gonna link her also in the description box. But she inspired me. Her bags, obviously. I mean, it's. I must say it's like a replica, but you know, it's just inspirational. So I love tote bags. I love this bag. It's the perfect size for me. You see, I'm not a petite woman, so I needed like a bag like this. And let's see in the future if I'm going to get some more or just leave it at this. I don't like to have a lot of things. I don't like to have a lot of bags or anything for that matter. I've become more of a minimalist in everything. And if I have a lot of things, it just makes me a little, I feel overwhelmed, okay? And that's it. And if you've noticed, I also cut my hair and got a perm just like last summer, exactly the same as last summer, because I always have my hair wet and I wash it once a day, even sometimes twice a day because of the heat. And now that I'm gonna go to the beach, I think this is like the perfect hairstyle. And I did not want to have long hair and I have to tie it up all the time. I don't look put together when I have when my hair is tied up. I'm not 30 anymore, I'm not 20 anymore. I just look, I need something that frames my face, and this, I think, frames my face. It makes me also look a little bit, you know, younger and more like, more light, whatever. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you are on the market for a handmade leather bag, give the lady a look at her profile page on Instagram, or DM me, because she doesn't go very much on Instagram. And am I dirty? Oh no, okay, made this video look like something on my shirt. Yeah, so actually, if you're interested, DM me, okay? And yeah, share also if you've ever done this with, and you have bags, like handmade bags, important handmade bags. Talk to you soon.